So the service that I'd be providing is a clothing salesperson. So basically, what the company is called Grapple Monster. It's a company that provides football jerseys, baseball jerseys, but more specifically wrestling singlets to people who need them. They are high quality clothing. It's local in St. Louis, so it's one of those things where instead of working with a larger corporation, I'd have the capability of relating to clients more frequent and more relatable, more reliable, in my opinion. I'd instead of being a phone call to get to a phone call to get to a phone call to somebody, I could be a single phone call. I think that's a plus of working with a smaller company and a smaller scale. I think something I provide is one of those things where I can help clients get the need of any design that they want for any. We even sell. Sometimes we sell singlets. As I said earlier, we sell baseball uniforms. We sell baseball socks, baseball hats. We sell wrestling socks. We sell backpacks. We sell beanies. Anything that you could imagine clothing-wise. We have such a wide variety of things, even when it comes to, we're working on hockey jerseys. We're working on football jerseys, football socks, football pants. It's one of those things where it's such a blessing to be able to work for them. And one thing that I think is, sets me apart from the other company is I'm one of 3 employees. So, that whenever you get somebody, if I get somebody, it's one of those things where my full attention is going to be on that client. And, my prospects are people who are in St. Louis who either, I don't want to say own because, I think that's a weird thing to say when it comes to selling clothing and, uniforms for teams. But, prospects are the Rockwood school districts, the Parkway school districts. That way, I get in with an AD and say, hey, these are the products I offer. If you approve of the products that I'm supplying, then I would love to supply, softball teams and football teams, and then the wrestling teams. If I could supply 3 teams for one across the board, school, then I feel as if that'd be advantageous for me and for them instead of having one sport working with Adidas, one sport working with Nike. All these things that could end up being so confusing and so many things can get lost in translation. But instead of that, just having one single person, one thing I want to know is what is their budget? What are they looking to get out of it? What are they, if they do choose me, why would they want to choose me? How can I satisfy their needs for whatever they're looking for, as a salesperson and as someone that looks to supply their needs and their clothing. And, I want them to know that they can trust me. And if they have a jersey that rips or if they have a singlet that rips, that I'd provide them with the opportunity to replace them, and I'd be there for them. I wouldn't just be someone that's trying to make a quick buck or anything like that. So, that's the pros of working at Grapple Monster.